Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to Crasburg once again. Today we are doing a so-called tour episode where I bring the new guys that have just recently joined in here on a little tour of the current project of Crasburg. Crasburg has been my main project for well a year now or so, and we've been pushing out updates every single week on my YouTube channel, where we keep on building this place. So I know it's a lot to grasp, and if you're new here, it might be really many episodes to watch for you guys. So these tours here are to help you guys kind of understand the scale and the city we're kind of working on, so you guys can enjoy the new episodes more. Although I advise you to go back and check those previous episodes out. Also, maybe just the tours, I don't know, you'll see how much time you have, because it would really help you to understand all of the buildings, all of the lore, and more of the general style to get more into this build. But anyway, we'll take a first-person tour in just a little bit. Some of the part of this place here has already been showed in previous tour episodes. I do tours every 10th episode, so it's easy for you guys to keep up if you miss an episode or two, or as I've said, if you're new to the channel. So I'm not going to go super into detail for the builds that we have previously looked at, because that's going to make these videos here like hours upon hours long if we're going to check out everything in detail. So this is a Slums. This was built in the 20s episodes, I guess. I think it was 29 or something. So all of that is showcased in the last tour we did, which goes through the muddy gate right here, which then leads into an area that we are, well, it's new for this tour right here. This is a little less wealthy area of the city. Definitely more wealthy than the Slums, but we have areas where the houses are better looking in a way. So as you can see, the houses are kind of old, worn down, just a lot of atmosphere in here. It's kind of brown, the ground is brown, the houses are brown, and trying to create this cool vibe here. As you can see, there's a little market here for selling food and just getting on with your day, I guess, where we have a couple of cool houses, a lot of cool small alleyways, which leads like in the back here. Up here is the Hill of Faith. No, the Hill of Wisdom. No, Roar. I'm not sure. I can't even remember my own city here. Well, maybe the Hill of Faith. I can't remember. But we have like this area here built beneath that, where we have these cool houses here, a nice fountain. And we even have some more houses down here with a little bit of a stable for this area right here, which is kind of cool. And we're going to continue working on this as we go. This area, the hill right here, that is going to be a bigger hill. We're going to terraform it so it's quite tall, and it's going to include like a university and stuff. Well, a simple university, not like those modern ones. Let's take the trip over here. We'll check out some of the other places here, just kind of looking at the landscape as we go. Again, I don't have time to check out everything in detail, but we'll try to at least cover most of the districts and get most of that done. So here we're going to check out these buildings in detail, because those are new. I just want to take you through here a little bit. Again, this is the hill here. So sad I can't remember the name of it right now. I'll try to put it in the video here, so you guys can see if you're interested. Then we have one of the ports, the first port we have. I'm going to fly over a little bit so you can see some of it, and then maybe walk the way down or back. But it's pretty big, and we have some ships and a lighthouse and a lot of different buildings for a functioning harbor. This is kind of old, like 20 episodes ago or something like that, so it's half a year old approximately, but it looks kind of cool still. Very happy with it. A lot of stuff happening here. Might go back and add some more detail, as we have learned a lot through this project here, but it is full of things. Some places like here is kind of empty, so maybe we should go back and redo some of that. There's the manor of the innkeeper. Pretty neat looking manor, if I say so myself, where there's a guy running this inn right here. And then we have the tax office here, which is kind of cool, like built over the road here, leading into a little bit of a market area where I call this like the port town, where traders in ships can come in here. They can trade, they can sleep, they can do whatever they want without having to kind of go through the gate and be checked and stuff. So it's like a more of a free city where people can do whatever they want in a way. And it's more open for outsiders than the city itself. So that's kind of cool. And then we have some stuff in the back here with a lot of landscaping and stuff. Looking over at the temple up above right there. So there's like a lot of these trees and paths and stuff. Really just full of atmosphere. It's kind of like a small park for now. It probably will be built over as the city grows, because they tend to do that. Kind of grow over all the stuff. So we'll go out of the port area, go through the gate here. So we're inside the main city again. And we can check out some of the other stuff here. So yeah, this is the Sailors Guild build. So this is where they would kind of stop by and trade secrets, trading routes perhaps, maybe how to avoid shallow waters. I don't know, just share ideas and stuff. We'll fly back here because I haven't built this area here at all. But then we have this district here. Sadly, this district was hit by a fire not too long ago. So a couple of these houses are burnt down or just very damaged by the fire. This one is completely destroyed. And I spent a lot of time just making it look like it had been a proper house in the past. And now it's burnt down. I think it works. Because you can kind of see some of the skeleton of the building left, like the support beams and the shape of it. And then we have like the neighboring builds, like this one here is very damaged as well. And they're still kind of trying to carry out the ashes and stuff. If we go inside here, we can see like the ash on the ground here. They're digging it out, trying to rebuild the house in a way. The kitchen here is not damaged at all, but if we go upstairs, we'll really see the damage of this. Where this bedroom here is completely destroyed. This would be the master bedroom. You can see the beds are burnt. There's hole in the ceiling, and you could fall down here through the burnt floor here. So not too good. And this building here, or this house, is also kind of damaged, but they're trying to patch it up with some planks above, so at least the children can have like a place to sleep. And up above they've made like a temporary sleeping area for the parents with just a blanket like that. So at least they can live here, but it's not ideal. So yeah, we can go, let's go out again the same direction as we came in, and we'll walk over here and check out yeah, some of the other buildings here. We have a bowmaker, or a Fletcher in a way. We have an inn, a big inn. This one here is a great big inn. We'll check that out, fly or go in here and kind of look at that. It's very big, so if you want to check this out for yourself, just come on the server and you'll be able to see all of it. It's massive. There's many rooms with all kind of different standards. You have these big ones like this, but you also have tiny rooms like these ones where you share a room with a stranger or possibly a companion. I don't know. That's really weird. I should fix that. But yeah. So there's a lot of different rooms here you can check out if you feel like. And there's a little bit of a basement here where the kitchen is to prepare food and stuff like that for the people living here. It's very tight, but it gets the job done. Which leads out to this back alley here. Close to the temple. Where we have another build. Which we didn't see really. This is also damaged by the fire here, as you can see. But more or less functioning. It's just like slightly damaged, but it's still up and running. Probably just some repainting and stuff like that, changing out a couple of planks. But yeah, it's the job done, you know. They're trying to just sweep it up and fix that. Very simple. So this is a small apothecary where they sell like yeah, herbs and medicine and things like that. So yeah, you can see a lot of wool in this place. That is me planning out future projects. So just ignore that for now. Just kind of maybe you can imagine what is happening here. That could be a fun game to play around with. You can try to imagine what is going to pop up here. Here we have just a house for a guy who's probably working at some kind of factory or working at the inn or something like that. I don't want to have every single house having like a profession, because that means everyone has to work at their own place and no one can work at like factories and stuff like that in the industrial area. Then we have a glass blower right here making glass bottles and stuff. Really cool. You can see there's smoke coming from this and going through the window here. I like that little detail right there. And kind of a cool building. It is orange. I haven't used that much in this place, but I really like it. Again, more buildings here. Not gonna check out everyone in detail. And we have some more over here. So a lot of these small buildings here are really cool. So check these out if you want to, guys. The interiors are pretty cute and nice and cramped. But we'll go through and go back here, and we'll take a little road or a bridge over to the temple area, where the park surrounding the temple is new for this tour here. This hasn't been showcased yet in a tour. It of course has been in a video, so you can check that out if you want to see how I made this. But yeah, it's a little park where we kind of try to, well, I tried to play around with some cool stuff compared to the lore of this place. So we have this superstructure like Roman garden or French garden, where it's straight shapes. It's the plants are really controlled by the humans, and then we have this natural place where the nature is ruling over humans, and it's kind of this balance thing where here it's just free, things are growing however they want to, but in this part here it is very strict how things grow. They're nicely cut and trimmed and all of that, so it's kind of a contrast, and I think that kind of plays back into the lore and the religion of this place, where they have like a god of fertility and they can control nature, but she is kind of the main actor here, so they kind of, you know, it's playing around on that thing right there. But yeah, so you can see there's like a lot of these like diagonal shapes, pods with plants and things like that. It's very like French garden-ish, but with trees and fountains, and it's just a very beautiful area in a way. I really like it. So let's fly up above. You can kind of see the shape of it. It's really coming along, I think. And the next from here would be just walking through the city here, and we're gonna take, it's very dark right here, and we're gonna show you the last thing we've been working on for this last couple of 10 episodes, which is the castle. And we're gonna walk through here, check out some of these builds, looking all good and stuff. I really like that. A lot of buildings here, which again just adds so much atmosphere when you're walking through here. So that is kind of that. Yeah, we have the industrial area as well. Let's not forget that. That is over here. So let's go over there and check that out first, which is behind the temple here and behind the Blossom Square, which is one of the biggest markets so far. I plan on doing bigger ones as we progress, but this is one of the bigger markets in Crasburg for now. Very beautiful, a lot of color, and it's named after the big blossoms that grow here. And it's just a colorful, beautiful market area with a nice view of the temple. So in general, a lot of atmosphere in this place. But if we go through here, we can get to the industrial area, which is right over here. The paths in here and stuff is work in progress, but the industrial area is completed. So as you can see, it's nice, moody, a lot of dirt, and just trying to make that industrial feeling here. A lot of layers. It's not really flat, it's kind of wobbly underground, and I think it works. We have this main building, which is kind of the administration of this place, which yeah, just to kind of make sure that everything that is going on here is okay according to the Lord. So that's pretty cool. Then we have like limestone melters, lime blasters, I can't remember, where we kind of melt the lime into plaster. We have a couple of those burning here. We have some storage here for the plaster, which has to be stored in sealed containers because if not it's gonna harden. So we store those like this. Pretty cool. We have massive blast furnaces for iron, melting the iron. Here we have some coal to make it burn, and we have this massive mechanism in the back here with like lifting up the crates and putting them into the melter. We'll check that out. I'm gonna take the staircase because I'm too lazy to climb the ladder. So we'll take this up here. As you can see, it's very industrial, very dangerous to walk up here, but it looks kind of cool, I think. Nice and rustic. So you lift these up and then you pour them into here, which has like this container where it melts, and you'll be able to get it out from down below here, where you kind of feed the fire, feed the coal. You'll also be able to walk up here and check it out and stuff. So it's nice and industrial here. Oh, there's people here. There's always people lurking around in Crasburg. Here we have some storage for, this is the iron ore, which just kind of gets dumped into here from a mining facility close by, and then been transformed into iron ingots, which is stored here in boxes, and they can transfer them into the blacksmiths in the city and stuff like that. We also have a brick maker where they make the bricks. So here you can see them being dried up here, and over here we have the area where you make them. You have the casks here, and then mixing them up here somehow, and you know the drill. Be creative with it, and then they're kind of dried over here in the sun. And then we have some piles of bricks here, but then we also have this big furnace here for kind of burning the bricks, because you have to kind of burn them to make them really hard, or harden the bricks, I would say. And we have some buildings here for storing the bricks like that. Yeah, I think we're getting there now. Here we have some raw chalk or sandstone, limestone, I mean, or dead corals, seashells, what they would use to make the limestone, or to burn the limestone into plaster. So that's kind of stored below here, and they would bring that up there and into the furnaces over there. And we also have a charcoal burner here to create charcoal for the citizens of Crasburg, so they can be nice and warm in the winter times. So here you can kind of see the progress. This is a operating oven here where we have piles of logs that are being burnt into charcoal. Here you have one that is kind of being packed. So they would stack the logs upwards and then pack it with clay and burn it. And here you have another one which is not packed at all. So that is industrial area. Let's get an aerial view from this. Kind of cool. And over here we have the prison. I'm not going to showcase that in detail as well, but just going to give it a nice little look here, so you can check that out for yourself or check out the other videos. It's pretty cool. It's the main prison of Crasburg, and it can also be turned into a fort if that is needed, so that's kind of cool. And then we of course have the temple here, which is very old, so we've showcased that in 3 other tours already. So make sure to check those out if you want to see the Temple of Epona, which is the biggest temple so far. Really digging it. But let's now fly over here, getting an aerial view of the city, and check out the last things that we've been working on, which is the castle. And this is really taking shape. This has been 3 episodes worth of building, I think. So it's huge. So we're just gonna kind of walk through that, where we have like a small gatehouse in the front to defend the gate, or the path leading up to the first gatehouse, which is the big yellow gatehouse up here. That's going to be the first line of defense, which I really like. It leads into the first courtyard, where we have like the kennels for the dogs here. We have a servants building, which is this building right here. We have a little well to get some fresh water in here. We have stables and another gatehouse, which takes you through to the second courtyard, and of course some storage and stuff like that. Overall, really like this place. It's gonna look super cool once I get the main tower in, and the great hall, which is gonna be there. But that's for future episodes, guys. And let's go through the gate here, and we'll get to this place, which has a bakery, which is this white building. We have the Maesters Tower. We're going to check that out right now, because I really like the way this one looks. So we'll take the staircase up here, and let's go all the way up to where it's interesting, to the meeting room, or the council, where they're kind of sitting, planning. We have a big fireplace to heat it up, and a nice little balcony here, looking over the courtyard, and looking up at the towers and stuff like that. And we can go even further up and see the master's bedroom, where he would be sleeping and doing his things. So he has a little office here, a big bed, areas to just sit, and a bathtub, which is currently being heated up, and just some beautiful views, if I say so myself, through here, or behind his bed. He can see the whole city, so definitely one of the best views so far in Crasburg. And his pet bird, and yeah, just a general cool looking building here, I think. So yeah, that's kind of nice. Yeah, also a little outhouse or a garderobe here to take a dump in. So kind of cool little detail. So yeah, let's go back into this area. This is the blacksmith. As you can see, it is an outer part and an inner part. Kind of nice. We also have this, which is the armory. And quick look at on the inside here, where you can see like some of the armors and stuff being stored. Pretty cool stuff, I would say. Very simple though. So that is that. The barracks is a building right in front of us, which is one of my favorite buildings so far in this castle here. It's big and it's very cool looking, with the sharp roof and tower, and this facade here just looks super dope. So very happy with how that turned out. And then we have some stuff which is for the next video really, which is the gatehouse here. Some stables and servants buildings, but that hasn't been published yet in an actual video of me building this, so that's going to be for next week. But anyway guys, that was all for Crasburg. Man, it is starting to take shape now. Please make sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed, and if you just enjoyed this project in general. I know there wasn't much building today, but check out the stream replays where we do a lot of this. You might find that really interesting. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been Viggo Man, and I'm out.